Hi, it's Debra Jason, the accidental artist with Creative Whispers of the Heart. And it's that time of the year. You guessed it, holidays. So today I'm painting holiday baubles. You may have seen an earlier video I did, I think it was number 16, where I painted holiday baubles. In that video, I used a blow dryer. In this video, I'm going to be using Tim Holtz's blowing tool. So if you don't have a hair dryer, this will be an easy way to do your baubles, also called holiday ornaments. They still come out just as beautiful. So let's get started. You can see I have my bauble in a solo cup. I cut a hole in the top of the cup and stuck the bauble in there, and now I'm pouring on Laguna and just blowing it with the tool. Adding 91% isopropyl alcohol to start to get it to spread. A little bit more Laguna there. And you can tell I'm just turning the cup as I go and then using the blowing tool to spread the ink around the ornament. There are lots of little spindly fingers there you can see, but I'm not worried about them because by the time we're done, they will disappear. Now I'm adding some Foundry. It's already pre-mixed with some isopropyl alcohol. Again, I turn the cup, I blow with the blowing tool to spread the ink around. Adding some Foundry up on the top of the ornament. It does get a little messy. That's why it's important to wear gloves. And just blowing with the tool. As I continue, I just add isopropyl. I add some more Laguna. You can see how it's spreading all around the ornament. I'm adding the Laguna where I see some white spaces, and then look how it spreads. And you can see how the blowing tool spreads the ink all over the ornament. Oh, it's still wet, so I go back there to blow the wet spots a little bit more and spread that ink. And you can tell all those little spindly fingers are gone. All I have to do is add some alcohol or add some more ink and continue to blow with the blowing tool to spread it all around. Now I'm getting toward the end of this particular ornament. We're going to do another one. So I'm just drying it, blowing some of that Foundry, and you can see how beautiful it looks. Shimmers of the Foundry and the Laguna. It makes a lovely ornament. Now I'm doing a second ornament. This time I'm using Teal Serene. Spinning the cup around, blowing with the blowing tool. The texture of the teal is a little different than the Laguna. I'm adding alcohol and blowing it around while I turn the cup. Don't worry about those spindly fingers that come. Those will disappear by the time we are done with the ornament. Pouring it down on the bottom, I want to make sure it gets to the bottom of the ornament, adding alcohol. And you can see I just continue to turn the cup and blow with the blowing tool. Now I'm adding some gold metallic. It is not pre-mixed with alcohol, just pouring it straight out of the bottle. You can see it gets a little messy. Blowing it around with the tool. I'm going to add some more Teal Serene. As with most alcohol ink projects, it's kind of intuitive. I just keep looking at the ornament, spinning it around, blowing it with the blowing tool. I want to cover up those little white spots, so I'm adding Teal Serene. And now a special added touch. I'm going to add some glitter gold. It has hints of bronze and green in it. And it just adds a little bit of sparkle. You'll see a close-up here in a moment. Watch this. Ooh, look at that. A little blingy ornament. And then spread that around with the blowing tool. So cool. I love the way that it just sparkles there. And so this is the final ornament. Another holiday bauble. I hope you enjoy making your holiday baubles. And if you enjoyed this video, I hope you will like it, post a comment below, or share it with your friends. And as always, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thanks a million for watching.